One of the top best-selling toys in history is Hot Wheels, a product originated and owned by Mattel. With the soaring popularity of these 1/64th scale die-cast cars, it was only a matter of time before they saw life as another Mattel-owned product, and that would be Mega Construx. Now Mega Construx gives us scaled-up brick-built models of some of their most popular die-cast creations. Hi everyone, I'm Mac, and this is Mega Construx Hot Wheels Muscle Bound. Okay, the first thing we're going to get out of the way is that even though the name is Muscle Bound, the Mega Construx version of this car does look more like a tuner than a muscle car, even though the original die-cast model looks like something between a Mustang Boss and a classic Challenger. Muscle Bound is not a real-world car. Instead, it is a unique design thought up by Hot Wheels engineers. There have been various releases of Muscle Bound over the last 3 years, and this build is based off of its original metallic green release, and Mega Construx simulates this with pearlescent green bricks, making up the majority of the build that, quite truthfully, brings to mind the green used in most Halo sets. Not that that's bad. It honestly does a great job of mimicking the original color of the Hot Wheels car. While we're talking about the paint deco of the build, the design across the hood and roof of the car are both printed pieces, as is the design on the side. Mega Construx typically doesn't rely on stickers much, and it's good to see that carried on in this line. In addition to the pearlescent green bricks and the printing around the car, the build also benefits from pieces such as a translucent blue windshield piece, a very unique translucent blue piece that is used in the front of the car. You can't see it because of the build in the front, but trust me, it's there, and the translucent red 2x1 plate pieces used at the back of the car for taillights. The rear taillights, by the way, have a very Mustang look to them. In addition to those pieces, I like the pieces that are molded as actual side view mirrors, and the gray hood scoop looks good, as well as giving something to break up the dark green of the main body. And finally, we have the wheels of the car that has the iconic red stripe going around the tires, much like the die-cast model itself. Now, this is not supposed to denote a redline car, redline meaning a car that was produced in the first decade of Hot Wheels' existence, but rather this is how the original Hot Wheels car was manufactured, with this red stripe circling the wheel. To get inside the car, we pop off the roof piece and, well, granted the interior isn't much to speak of when compared to the highly stylized exterior. There's not even a seat for the driver to sit in, just an open compartment with studs along the floor to anchor the figure to. Something I do like a lot is the steering wheel. Whereas most car builds like this just give you what's basically a round handle that snaps onto a peg to simulate the wheel, the Mega Construx Hot Wheels steering wheel actually looks like a real-world GT steering wheel. I really like this touch, and it's just a shame it's not more visible. The Mega Construx Hot Wheels vehicles come with their own style of minifigures, and they really do live up to the name Mini. Smaller than the standard Mega Construx micro action figure, heck, even smaller than the Lego minifigure themselves, these minifigures that come with the Hot Wheels cars seem to be micronized versions of the standard micro action figure, standing at just 1.5 inches tall. Articulation on the minifigure isn't bad. The head is on a ball joint and can do a full 360 spin as well as look up and down. The arms come up, way up, and have a full 360 spin at the shoulders. No elbow articulation, but they do have wrist swivel. There is a hinge point at the hip where the leg can swing forward, but not so much back. And that's all there is. There is a waist swivel, but I don't think that's supposed to be there because you can see when you twist the figure, it starts to separate. This figure is painted in a mostly white jumpsuit with some lime green, and I'm a big fan of the paint app on the left side of the visor. And believe it or not, the box is part of the build too. With the 1/64th scale cars, there is track that can be bought to race your Hot Wheels on. With the Mega Construx Hot Wheels, the box can be folded, and by popping these clips on one of the side flaps, you can make a tunnel ramp to launch your Hot Wheels across the floor. On top, there is a top-down image of the Hot Wheels build, and it has 4 perforated squares that you can punch in and rest the car's wheels here so it doesn't roll away, and use the box as a display stand. I think this is a cool idea, and I think kids would like this as well. I know I would have loved this when I was a kid and would have propped it up and displayed it on my dresser. While it's not an exact replica of its 1/64th scale die-cast car, the Mega Construx Muscle Bound is still a solid build and has a great look to it. This is one of the first Hot Wheels sets that I have, and I will no doubt be picking them all up. Currently, I think there are only 6 cars out, and I'm interested to see how the rest of them fare. None of the Mega Construx Hot Wheels sets are based off of real cars, instead being based on unique Hot Wheels designs. I kind of like this, as it's going to give us some really off-the-wall builds. I'm looking forward to seeing what the Hot Wheels line has in store for us. So until then, play well everyone, stay safe, stay healthy, and as always, thank you for watching.